I, again, still don't have Facebook Live. So I'm doing another video only because really quick, a lot of times people don't understand like why if you're an organizer you're making videos about different things, and it's because a professional organizer, especially dealing with hoarding, it really is important for the person to actually know who you are and trust you. And so if you're a family member of a hoarder, especially if they're giving you a hard time, I just said especially a lot, if they're giving you a hard time and they don't want to get help and they're scared, even if you're not in my area, show them a video of what I do as a professional organizer, because it might make them more at ease about what kind of person they'll be letting into their home and what we do, and that we're here to help and we're not judgmental. Well, I'm not a professional organizer, and so far all the organizers I've found are pretty cool people. But it's important to have the personality of an organizer and know that ahead of time, because we are doing so much with that. And like yesterday I got an email, and it just made me think about that, and I was really happy about what I saw. And she wrote to me, thanks for showing the videos. You seem really honest and sincere. It takes trust to let someone else see the worst side of yourself. And that's so true, because with so many people I've organized for, they have told me, you know more about my life than anybody in my entire life, because there's nothing they can hide, unless they do say, like, don't go in that room or don't go in that drawer. But I see everything, and working with them one-on-one with things, maybe it's, memories from a parent that passed away or a child that passed away. I am exposed to everything in their life, and I'm there for them for those things. So I gauge on what the client needs. If they're more somebody that just needs to sit there and listen to them as they explain memories that they had with that person, and as we go through their stuff. Some people need jokes where I kind of have to, I'm sarcastic, funny, kind of make them laugh, because you don't want the person to be overly emotional and then they break down and they can't go on. So I know what I have to do, or if I have to be too almost blunt and push them really hard, because that's what they're going to need. And kind of, I hate that part, to be hard on somebody and really kind of question their thoughts and say, do you really need to do this? Or if you're keeping it for this reason, wouldn't it be better for that? And that's what I'm good with. I have severe ADHD, if you haven't could figure that out by my videos. So with that, it's a plus, because I can think of a million different ways to approach a situation. So if something's not working, like a method I'm doing, I'll try something else. So there's always opportunity to figure out let me close my laptop because it's like showing my glasses. Show what would help that person the best, or I might try something and then get a response that I'm like, okay, no, that's not going to work. So if you have a family member that is a hoarder, or maybe they're just not even a hoarder, they just got overwhelmed with life and busy. A lot of times people move and then they move again and they just don't have time, especially if they have young children, or they're running around their children to sports. It doesn't mean you're a slob or that you're never going to be organized. Sometimes you just need to get caught up and don't have hours to block off where, I always say I wish I could hire myself sometimes, because there's always time, you're running around. People don't have time to divert the hours it might take to rearrange something, and that's why they hire me. And again, like I said, what that lady was saying about the videos helping is because I do see everything. I see, I had a client, she said, don't go in that drawer, that's my lonely ladies night drawer. And so there's just things where I've seen it all, so they don't have to be embarrassed. They know I'm not going to go out and, make fun of them, or I'm there to help. And if help is, being almost sergeant lady to get them to leave stuff to go, then I will do that. Or if it's making jokes to make them laugh, to break the tension. Or sometimes I just do it all myself, and then they come back in and then we work together. As an organizer, I really try to organize for that client with guidelines. I mean, if they're saying they want this or that and they want this done, and obviously they're not wired for organization and it's not working the way they want to do it, I'll say, let me just try it my way and we'll see how it goes. And if you like it, keep it. Obviously, whatever you're doing is not working for you. You're not happy. Let's try a different way, and give yourself time to adjust to for it. But again, it made my day seeing that email from that client today, a potential new client, hopefully a client. And I know a lot of people are probably like, why are you making videos? That's the reason why, because it's not like a plumber that just comes in. You don't care if he's a nice person or funny or can listen to you because you just want them to come in and fix your pipes. With organization, it's not that. I have to be able to get into your brain because how I organize for one person is completely different. Like I know some clients that prefer clear containers, other ones want everything hidden, or they use things a certain way every day. So I know, okay, their sewing stuff has to be out. That's why professional organizers, they're not just somebody that I've had people say, I want to be a professional organizer because I like to organize. It's not just that. And if you're just that, you're not going to do good with your clients, especially hoarders. You have to be able to do like the more like the counseling part of it and work with them and see how their brain works and like come up with a situation where from going forward, you can either keep on hiring me when you make a mess, or let's work together and figure out a plan and how to like teach you these steps on how to like do it yourself, and then you're happy and everything's great. And then, like I said, I deal with a lot of people that have lost parents, and going through that is very traumatic. And then it's done, and you can keep certain things that remind you of your family, but you're not saddled with rooms of boxes of stuff that you just can't let go. So to let that finally go and value the things that meant a lot to them, and you're not just keeping all the junk, it can change your life. But anyway, I saw that email today or yesterday, and it reminded me of why I do these videos, because it is so important for people, especially if you have a family member that you cannot accept, they will not accept help. Show them one of these videos. This will help them. And also, like I've told people before, and I'm working with a hoarder situation right now, and it's not good to have family and friends there, because the situation on the other day was, the wife was there and a coworker, and they were kind of saying stuff, and I could see his face getting even more and more tensed up. And you may think you're helping, and everybody's joking around, but it's too personal. Like especially when there's emotions and resentment, anger build up. Like even if you think you're just joking around with a person, there's some underlining like negative tones, and they just feel attacked. And my approach is to work with the person and really help them work through it, and casually go through and see what we can. I work with getting the junk away first, like actual trash, like newspapers that are not kept for, anything, just newspapers. Or I had one hoarder that kept formula wrappers and all the cardboard boxes to medicine, everything. That's what you want to work for. You don't want to go for, like, I think you saw my video, the female lingerie. You don't want to go for his mother's wedding night, like robe thing first. That's the last thing. You want to ease them through the process and show them the little positive things. And hey, look what we found, and now that's going to be honored, and we're keeping it, and it's in a container now instead of a cardboard box on a basement floor. Then if you really feel needed, then maybe we could work with that kind of stuff. But you never go through things that have a personal memory attached to it first, because the person's going to shut down and you're not getting through it. So if you have a hoarder, show them this video. I am not about getting rid of their awesome memories. It's about preserving them and not considering every little item a memory, because it's not. It's this, actually, it was one of the things we did. I worked with somebody that her husband passed away, and he had all these books and boxes of books, and she already had lots of books. And I said, okay, if you're going through these and you want to go through these before you move, I don't recommend it, but if you want to go through these, you pull out the books that you remember him reading, or you remember him being his favorite book, and we'll see how many are left from there. And there's still a lot. Then we'll kind of, whittle it down to what book did he read more than once, or was there a story from a book that he shared, and let's keep that. But we're not keeping boxes of books, because you don't even know if he read them. I mean, I have books before my house that I had meant to read and I never read. So you could be holding on to something that means nothing to him, and it means your space. Anyway, that's it. That was my video. This is why I do this, because it's very important for the person to feel at ease having an organizer at their house, or they're not going to do it. And that is my goal, is to not just get things organized, but the person to build from it and not be emotionally wrecked, because I don't want to do that to somebody. That's not nice. It's torture. I just want to be there to help them, and especially if it's affecting relationships in their family, work, life, friends. I wanted to help them. So that's it. Bye.